This is Cindy with Team Bucket Lists, American Travel Bureau, and today we have Nathan from MSC Cruises, and take it away.
Hello, everybody. Cindy Lee, thank you so much. It's so good to be back on one of your webinars and to see you again and to see all the incredible advisors here. Yeah, just really, really enjoy talking about MSC Cruises. And I think I spoke about it when I got on when I got signed in here about my journey so far in the travel industry, going on year 12 here. But really, really exciting times in the land of MSC Cruises. There's so much going on, and today I'm going to touch on really a high-level overview of who we are, what we do, how to position your clients, what's new with us, and then I'll take your questions and we can talk about things. I always give the disclaimer: if I don't know an answer to a question, I promise I'll be getting back to you about that, so we can make sure that you guys get answered correctly on what you need. So. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick it off. Let me just minimize this screen here. We're all good, Cindy Lee. You can hear, you can see, you can have my presentation up there.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Awesome, wonderful. So yes, I am Nathan Maruso. I am the BDM for your account covering California and Hawaii. My email is right there below. However, before this is over, I'm going to put that in the chat to make sure you guys have that on hand. So who's MSC Cruises? I love this question. I get this all the time. I was just at a trade show over the weekend, and I believe there was person was booking a competitor for the last 20 years, and they say, I keep hearing about MSC Cruises. I saw a Super Bowl commercial last year. There was this F1 movie with Brad Pitt where you guys were all over that, and I just don't know much about you guys. So, what is it about you? Tell me a little bit about it. And there's so much to say, but I just want to give a really high level recap of what we are. Believe it or not, we are actually the world's third largest cruise brand. A bit of history on MSC. If you're ever driving down a highway and you look on the back of an 18-wheeler and you see one of those containers, one in three of them will be an MSC container. MSC is actually stands for Mediterranean Shipping Company. It's a 300 plus year old company that stayed in one family over those 300 years. It is a really incredible story behind the company and the brand. But as far as the cruise line goes, around 1970, the owner said, look, we've got the shipping lanes, we have the captains, we have the know-how, we've got the logistics. Let's start a cruise line. And that's where MSC Cruises was born. And now, today, here we sit at the world's third largest cruise brand. Now, we are a leader in Europe and South America. So we may not be the world's largest cruise brand or the United States' largest cruise brand, and I can name a couple of those. However, I usually try to keep competitive brand names out of presentations because I have the utmost respect for everybody and I don't want to speak to their brands. However, in Europe, we are like the number one there. So that goes for South America as well. In North America, right now, we are actually the fastest growing cruise brands. Currently, we have 24 ships in our fleet covering over 250 destinations. So if you're wondering where we go, here's a map of the world. We cover over 250 different destinations around the world, over 100 different countries, sailing to 6 continents. The only one we don't sail to is Antarctica. So you can see we cover North America, the Caribbean, South America, where we do our Brazilian sailings, Europe and the Med, which is our bread and butter, obviously. We do Egypt, the Red Sea, Saudi Arabia. Those are wonderful, wonderful itineraries. We cover South Africa, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and we even cover China, Japan, and we do a world cruise as well. So who is the MSC customer? This is the big question. You're sitting there and you've got a client that may have cruised with another brand or they're used to a certain itinerary or route, or maybe they're just trying to switch it up. And you're not quite sure who the MSC customer is. Well, I've broken that down into three key segments. First segment being your open-minded explorers, those people that are super curious about getting around the world. As you can see, we have really, really large coverage and an incredible breadth of itineraries. If you've ever priced us, if you've ever sourced us, taking a look at our inventory and where we go, the feedback I get is, wow, I can't believe you do that route, or I can't believe you go there. That's really just something that I get all the time in the field, which is, wow, this such and such cruise line doesn't do that or doesn't go there. So that's something that's really, really unique to MSC is where we go is the open-minded explorers that come to us wanting to try something new. So if you've got somebody that's kind of, wanting to switch it up and they're like, I've done this, Mediterranean cruise and it just covers these areas, or, I keep doing this one cruise out of Long Beach and I'd like to try something, that goes out of New York or Miami or anywhere else that I mentioned in the world. We have an itinerary that will definitely be stunning and something that is really, really unique. The second segment is learning families. This is something that we really, really are focused on is oftentimes we hear when families go on vacation, especially if they're taking a cruise, the kids go off to the arcade, the parents go, they're at the spa, they're at the bar, and they come home after 7 days and they didn't really connect. And that's something that our leadership is really, really trying to avoid. And though we have amazing entertainment for the kids and arcades, which I'm going to cover and touch on later in the presentation, we're really designed about catering to those learning families that want to go and see the world, that want to connect, and want to come home feeling closer than ever. So, our third segment is our sophisticated voyagers, and that really ties in with the first two. And those are people that are really drawn to seeing those foreign cultures. If you've ever taken an MSC cruise, whether it be out of Miami or Galveston or New York or Port Canaveral, you've seen that a lot of people come from far and wide in the world. It's not just going to be just Americans on our ships. You're going to see a lot of people and you're going to get to meet a lot of people from around the world and really get to understand and learn other cultures. Um, these are clients that prefer like the higher end amenities and the high talk value that they experience on vacation and really do enjoy those cosmopolitan environments. So again, we're just pretending the client's right in front of you, and they say, "Look, give me 5 reasons why I should book an MSC cruise." Well, for one, it's our experiences, which I'm going to touch on, our staterooms, and just really how beautiful and sleek the hardware is. I love that term, the hardware in the industry. It's our ship, it's our rooms, it's our dining, everything like that. Third is our kids clubs activities, which are second to none, and also our exclusive partnerships, which I'll touch on, our current entertainment and dining, and also our MSC Voyagers Club, which is our loyalty club, which is I'm going to leave that to the end because we do something very special and we're running something currently that is really so unique in the industry and is a really great selling point. So let's start off with those experiences. First thing I'd like for you guys to do is to snatch this QR code really quick. I'll give you about 15 seconds. And as you're doing that, I'm just going to talk to you guys about what our experiences are. That's our levels of service. So we have the Bella level service being our introductory or our lead-in level of service, our Fantastica level, which is a level up from Bella, and then our Aria level service. And these, though this looks really busy here, there's a lot to see. The QR code that you're scanning and you're being taken to right now is going to really, really break down each one of those experiences, the value that each provide, and what would be the best fit for your client. So I highly recommend just scanning this. I'll give you guys another 5 seconds or so. And if you didn't get it, no worries. We'll touch on it at the end, and I'm happy to send it to you via email. So let's start with our Bella experience. Again, this is our lead-in experience. Uh, what we provide here is we know that life happens. So we do allow a cruise change on our cruises, which for the Bella experience, that's going to be a $50 per person charge. Okay. And the change must be made no later than 30 calendar days before departure. And the new sailing must depart within 90 calendar days of the original book departure. I think that's pretty cool. I've been in the industry for a while. There's sometimes cancellations, it gets messy. Insurance gets involved. We just allow you to do a quick $50 per person cruise change for the Bella level experience. With the Bella level experience, you're going to get your stateroom within 4 days. You'll be assigned your stateroom 4 days before the departure. Unfortunately, you will not be able to choose that stateroom number. There will be a free continental breakfast in stateroom with delivery for a fee, and you'll also be given the option at the time of booking for a discounted drink package. As we go up a level, we have the Fantastica experience, which includes all of those Bella benefits, except we're going to give you a free cruise change if you need to do that. So that's going to be really, really important. No charge for that. Again, those terms and conditions apply the 30 days prior and the 90 days post. That's going to be uh, still those same terms and conditions throughout all of our levels of service. You will have the opportunity to choose your stateroom in the Fantastica experience. You will be given a free continental breakfast in your stateroom with free delivery and a discounted drink package at the time of booking with 24-hour room service, free delivery. So then we go up to our Aria experience, where we get all of those Fantastica benefits plus access to our incredible thermal areas. As Cindy mentioned, yes, previously was with Apple Leisure Group, where we sold thousands and thousands of different hotels. I was also with Sandals, who's a very, very luxury level uh, resort chain, and I'm a spa guy, and I myself am actually Italian. What I forgot to mention is that MSC is actually an Italian cruise line. It was started in Naples. Our headquarters are currently in Geneva, Switzerland. But just this ties into the European style of really loving the thermal areas and the spa areas. And I have to tell you, after visiting all of our ships, they're terrific, guys. I cannot tell you enough about how great they are. They stack up with any of the best I've ever seen on the land side and the cruise side as well. Um, Continuing on, we also offer the welcome package of Prosecco and chocolate with the Aria experience. You can dine anytime you'd like. You'll have free access to the top exclusive solarium, which is like the top deck area where there's the jacuzzis and the pools, and it's very exclusive and very serene. You're going to have the discounted drink package available at the time of booking. You're also going to receive a 10% discount on all spa treatments purchased on board. You'll have priority boarding and luggage and drop off. And let's move into the suites where you're going to have an in-suite espresso machine. Now, people always say, Nate, is it one of those cheap plastic espresso machines? Guys, let me go back and say it again. We're an Italian company. We really care about our espresso machines. They are really nice, beautiful metal espresso machines. Uh, I've used them myself, and yes, I can verify and say without a doubt they're really nice. You'll also receive complimentary ironing, which is 2 items per suite. The mini bar, the first mini bar items will be for free in the Aria suite. You'll have the pre inside the suite, you'll have the premium relaxation amenities. That's like your bathrobes, your slippers, your bath amenities, and so on and so forth. And you'll also have priority tender and disembarkation, which is great because of all of our stops and where we go, and just that feeling of exclusivity with this experience. So before I move on, I just want to quick say that I I showed you guys these 3 levels of service, but I really left this one for the end, which is our MSC Yacht Club experience. And guys, I do a presentation on Yacht Club on its own. It takes me almost an hour to do. This is a product of ours that's currently on the majority of our ships, and I'll show you which ones. But this is something that really truly sets us apart in the industry. So our MSC Yacht Club, in short, it is a ship within a ship concept. Okay, it's in a completely separate section of the ship towards the front of the ship where your clients are going to have an exclusive private sanctuary, 24/7 butler service. I'm going to get into all of this here. The amenities and the rooms. So you're going to be able to get all of the rooms and then some in Yacht Club. So it's not just a select amount of rooms. You're going to have all the same style of rooms that you'd have, plus things like the owner suite and the royal suites, the duplex suites, the deluxe suites, the family executives, and they also offer interior suites in Yacht Club. So what's a part of that Yacht Club experience? Well, you have the private MSC Yacht Club Lounge. This is really, really great. You're going to be able to get your coffees, your teas. You'll be able to go there throughout the entire day to, if you wanted to get a snack or if you wanted to get like just some light eats there. It's really, really fun and really, really luxurious and extremely exclusive. They also have the priority check-in, embarkation, and disembarkation. I actually stayed Yacht Club back in November. It was my first time doing so. So when I got onto the ship, we were the first to get on the ship, priority check-in. And as soon as I got there, I was met right there at the entrance by my butler, who took me to the Yacht Club concierge, where they checked me in. They took me right to my room, and I was walking around getting something to eat before anyone else was even on the ship. So that was really, really awesome. They also have, again, in the bottom left, picture 4 there, which a look at one of our sun decks and our top level solarium. I wish it was a larger picture so you can see everything that goes on there. There will be a food selection. A lot of the times they serve breakfast on a beautiful day in the morning. And then there also is the private restaurant. The private restaurant is fantastic. You can dine anytime you'd like, and also it's really customizable. So when I ate there, anything that you want to really customize on the menu that you get, they're going to be able to accommodate that for you. Really, this experience, if you're kind of getting the picture I'm painting for you, is truly a customizable, all-inclusive, really high-level experience. You're going to be getting that included Wi-Fi and premium Wi-Fi and drink packages. And that's something that's really great because it's just pay one price. It's not going to be, nickel and diming throughout the cruise or anything like that. So that's just really what I want to say about our luxury product, the Yacht Club. There's more I'll touch on throughout the presentation, but currently what the ships that we have Yacht Club on are listed as such. It's a lot of information here. What I really want you guys to know that every single ship that is sailing out of North America, be it the World America, the Seascape, the Seashore, the Seaview, the Seaside, the Virtuoso, the Grandiosa, and the Meraviglia, which is all of our North American product, they all have Yacht Club, which is wonderful. And so that's just something that I really want to make sure you guys know that if you're sailing out of North America, doing any one of our North American itineraries, Yacht Club will be there. However, we are actually outfitting the rest of our fleet to be Yacht Club. And that's a process that's going to take a little bit. We're hopefully trying to get that done by 2030. I can't make any promises on that, but we really do have efforts, and we're already seeing it, as I'll touch on later, with our ships getting finished. There's more ships that are going to be unveiled this year that are getting outfitted with Yacht Club. More to say about the Yacht Club experience. I thought I was done. I'm not. Ocean Key is our private island, our private marine reserve, as we like to call it, because it's a beautiful natural habitat that we have rehabilitated. And I'll touch on this later in the presentation. But your yacht club guests, it's a large island in the Bahamas. I believe it's 64 square miles where it's free reign. You can go and enjoy the island all throughout. However, there is one dedicated section that yacht club guests are only permitted to go to, which has the Yacht Club Ocean House and the Ocean House Beach. So that's a restaurant and also a private beach as well. So another perk of Yacht Club. So let's move and talk about our staterooms. Here's one of my lines you guys can steal from me. So the way I talk about how our ships are designed and what they look like, it's European style in American comfort. That is how we have really, really designed our ships. And that's something that really, if somebody asks you, what's it like on an MSC cruise? Well, it's very much European, that European style. However, you feel at home in your American comfort, and that's what we provide. Just taking a look at, I'm just going to be showing you some random rooms from around our fleet. This is one of our MSC Yacht Club owner suites on the MSC World America. Very beautiful, as you can see, very sleek, very well designed. This is one of our duplex suites as well. This is another Yacht Club product. This is, I believe, on the MSC Seascape. Uh, that's now sailing out of Galveston, Texas. Here's one of our Aria level suites. This is one of our grand suites with a terrace. One of our infinite ocean view staterooms. And we also offer connecting family staterooms as well. So let's move on to reason three. Again, that client's still in front of you. I don't think it would take this long, but you guys, I just want to give you guys all the information that you need so you can craft your sales pitch. And this is reason three, which is again, our kids clubs and what we do to cater to families and children. We do offer clubs from 0 to 17, the baby club, the mini club, the junior club, the Young Club and the Teen Club. This is over 7,500 square feet of space for the young ones. It's really terrific. Again, we welcome parents to join the kids. We want them to connect, but there's always such great activities for the kids to do. And I just want to just give you guys an idea of what that looks like. I get questions a lot about the kids clubs, and I have to say, out of all of my product knowledge, I am probably the least familiar with how all of this works. It's a kind of a universe in its own. However, I'm learning myself. If you got a question on the kids clubs, come to me and I will go to one of my colleagues. It's how the ship runs these clubs and the times and the hours and everything. I can't remember all that stuff. So it's just one of those things where if you got to have a particular question about this, just let me know and I'll go and research that for you. One of our really unique selling points when it comes down to the kids and families, we have an exclusive Lego experience at sea. We're the only cruise line that is partnered with Lego. And growing up as a kid, Lego was huge in my house with my brother and I. And I don't know if it ever went away or if it's making a comeback, but it is so popular. People love our ships. The families come far and wide for our Lego experience. We do have those dedicated Lego play areas, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got the Lego Family Game Show, the Lego Parade, the Master Builder Competition, which is great. It's creative. It's not just being in the arcade, which we do have wonderful arcades, but it's good that the kids can go and do something creative and feel that confidence and feel that pride in what they did. And we also do the character meet and greets, as you can see. This is what one of our exclusive Lego play areas looks like. We call it Do Re Mi Land. Uh, Again, they're separated by age, and it's really just a neat place for the kids to go and experience the Legos as well. And I believe you can purchase there as I know you can purchase in several areas in the ship, but I think you can purchase from that area. Moving on with our entertainment for families and children, we have the XD Cinema. This is our 4D experience. So your chair is going to move. It's going to make you feel like you're there. As I alluded to earlier, we have an exclusive partnership also with Formula One. So all the Formula One events in the United States, we have a sponsorship for. Again, we were in the Formula One movie with Brad Pitt, and on our ships, we really, really focus on that as well. So we have the Formula One Racer, which is really one of the most popular experiences. It's a 3D racing experience. I think it's awesome. The families love it too. So that's just one of the things that people really do come far and wide to experience. Especially the kids really love that. And our arcades, which we call our Hall of Games. I'm just going to show you some shots at our Pirates Island water park that we have on our ships. This is one example. I believe this is from the MSC Seaside. We also have bumper cars here on the World America. They look like so much fun, though I've never done them myself. And hold your breath because this is the only over-the-water swing ride at sea. What a terrific experience for someone that doesn't have vertigo, unlike myself. You'll never find me doing this. But again, another attraction here on the MSC World America that people love. For me, it's this next slide. I really love Robotron. So Robotron is your 360-degree view of the ocean, the ship. It's a robotic arm and it's a roller coaster and it's so much fun. So just really wanted to touch on our full breadth of entertainment that we offer. Let's move into entertainment and dining. I really think we do such a great job here. Currently, we are running Dirty Dancing on our ships. This has been a really, really fun experience. It's been reviewed and given A+ reviews. People love this and are really, really coming back when saying such great things about this show. We also have like kind of our Cirque du Soleil experiences with Odyssey and Hall of Fame. One is water oriented, the other one is I'm not quite sure. I've never seen the Hall of Fame, but I do want to touch on our theaters. As you can see, this is an example of one of our theaters that we have. They're very lovely. Great place to catch a show. If you are Yacht Club, you will have priority access and seating. You'll be the first to get seated and the first to get into the shows that we have on board. And my personal favorite of them all is the Queen Symphonic. So the band Queen, they've sold over 1 billion records worldwide. We do actually a symphonic. This is their music set to a symphony, a rock symphony, right there with the beautiful backdrop there in the Panorama Lounge. So another really awesome show that we offer. Moving on to food, talking about some of our specialty dining options, being our Butcher's Cut. This is our signature American steakhouse. We have Ola Tacos and Cantinas, which is our take on the classic Mexican street food, tacos and fajitas, and the margaritas are absolutely, really just delicious. I could actually go for one right now. The Kaito Teppanyaki, which is your Japanese style hibachi restaurant. That's a lot of fun. And we also have a partnership with Italy. Italy is an awesome Italian experience. Again, I'm super critical about Italian food, but we really, really do it well here on board with Italy. And we also have Paxos Greek Dining there on the right-hand side. For quick bites, we have Luna Park Pizza and Burger. Guys, we have the best pizza. And again, this is me, Italian, being super critical about pizza. I was born and raised in New Jersey, actually. I'm not originally a Californian, Cindy Lee. I'm not sure if you knew that. But I did start my career out in Philadelphia in the travel industry. And my wife and I moved over here about 6 years now, 6 years in California. So, uh, when it comes down to me being from New Jersey, the pizza is the best there. Sorry to offend anybody on the call. So I have a high opinion of it. And let me tell you, when I went to go visit our ships, I always get like my colleagues say, the pizza's better than you've ever had on board anywhere or anywhere else. I was, oh, let me try it. And one slice turned into four, and that's kind of the end of that. End of that. That's my opinion. The pizza's amazing. Let's finish on our reason five, MSC Voyagers Club. So, we do have many different levels of status, and that's something that I don't want to take up our precious time with. It would take me a while to go into each one of those. The big thing that I really, really, really want you guys to take away, this is one of like, if there's only a few things I could ask you to take away from this presentation, is that right now we are offering a status match from any other cruise line and any other hotel. So this is wonderful. Reason being is that if you have a client that comes to you and has never tried MSC before and has a high status or any status with a hotel or another cruise line, and they're kind of on the fence, well, guess what? We can actually match that status. And on top of that, they're automatically going to receive a discount on future MSC sailings. So this is really, really something special. Um, I'm not going to name the cruise line, but last year a cruise line made some changes into their loyalty, and we had so many people come over to us because we could match their status, and they've been happy customers since. So again, if you've got that client that is, high up with another another cruise line, and they don't have to start from zero. So that's something that I really wanted to make sure you guys are aware of. Let's talk about our private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve. And when you go see our CEO speak, she'll say it's not a private island, it's a marine reserve because that's truly what it is. This used to be like an old broken down shipbuilding yard. This is in the Bahamas, northern Bahamas. There's 700 plus islands in the Bahamas. So I just want to be clear on that one. We really rehabilitated this. We repaired the natural reefs. There's no single-use plastic anywhere on the island. It is truly a beautiful island paradise. And we really are. There's a documentary actually about how we rehabilitated this, which people absolutely love. It's on YouTube. I forget what it's called. It's like Chasing Paradise or something like that. But it goes into how we really, really rehabilitated this and how much MSC cares about marine ecology and marine biology. That's something that we really give back to. That's one of our biggest missions. So, if you've got clients that really are into that ocean conservation, things of that sort, this island is focused around that. So, we've got the signature experiences. We have so much to do on this private island. You've got the Ocean Key Lighthouse climb. We've got nighttime paddle boarding, marine reserve snorkels, all of the above. It's really great. So most of the itineraries that are doing Western Caribbean, out of Port Canaveral or New York or Miami, they're going to make a stop here at Ocean Key. So that's going to be on the itinerary. If it's a 7 night or even a 3 or 4 night mini, it's going to be at Ocean Key. We do some awesome LED lighthouse parties, the Luna Libre party, fire pits, stargazing, the whole 9 yards. So some news I did want to touch on. We just recently opened up a port in Galveston at the end of last year. So we are actually in Galveston now. So that adds to our port count of four now. So we have New York, we've got Miami, Canaveral, and Galveston. We have the lovely MSC Seascape, which is the second newest ship in our North American fleet. She's a beauty. It's a large ship. There is about everything under the sun that you could ever want or imagine on a ship there. We've got 6 pools. We've got the state-of-the-art Aria Spa. A little secret, BDM insider secret, the MSC Yacht Club is actually larger on this ship than it is on the World America. And the World America is our newest ship in North America. We've got the expanded casino and just so many other options on this ship. Over 300 hours of around-the-clock entertainment. It's a fun ship, and there's a lot to do, a lot of entertainment. We've got the Uptown Lounge. They do 6 different shows each week. We've got the Cabaret Rouge, piano and cocktail bars. It's really, really a great experience. For the kiddos, it's just very much exactly what I was explaining to you guys. Over 98 hours of live entertainment. We've got those five distinct clubs. We've got the Lego partnership, 7,500 square feet of dedicated kids space, and also that cutting edge amusement options, which include Pirates Island Water Park, the XD Cinema, the Formula Racer, and our Hall of Games arcade. There's endless dining options here, guys. Five specialty restaurants, including Butcher's Cut and the rest of the restaurants that I mentioned. We've got three main dining restaurants, 20 bars and lounges. Yes, that's quite a bit. A buffet that can seat almost 1,200. And also for your yacht club guests, they have that dedicated restaurant. So here's some really big news for your Alaska people. We are opening up a brand new port this May, on May 11th, on the MSC Poesia in Seattle, doing our Alaska cruising. So this is really big, big news. We're going to be doing 7 night sailings, round trip out of Seattle. The ports of call, as of right now, they may change, but this is pretty much, I think, as we get closer, this is what it's going to be. So Ketchikan, Icy Strait Point, cruising Tracy Yard Fjord, and Juneau as well. Now, to talk about the MSC Poesia, this is one of those ships that is actually getting outfitted with a brand new yacht club. So this ship is one of them that did not have it. It's been in dry dock for the last few months, getting completely outfitted with yacht club, and then she's going to make her way all the way from Europe up here into Seattle. So I'm so excited because we're going to finally have a port on the West Coast, which is something we've all been wanting. Now, I would love one in Long Beach. Hopefully, that's the next destination. I can't speak to that. Trust me, I'm being honest. I have not heard anything about that. But if I did, I probably wouldn't be silent about that one if I heard. I'd probably tell the whole world if we were opening up a port in Long Beach. But this one I'm telling the whole world about, and that's Seattle this May. You can book your clients there. Um, yeah, we really, really want you guys to go experience that. And for your Alaska clients, I know there's some diehard Alaska people. It's going to be a great ship. This is much smaller than the rest of our ships. It's really, really high tech and super luxurious. And again, it's going to have that yacht club. To talk about our further commitment, we opened up last year, I believe last March, a 2 billion with a B dollar port in Port Miami. This is the MSC terminal at Port Miami. This is a state-of-the-art port. I've been there. Some of you may have as well. It's absolutely luxurious. People love it. And it's just really, you feel comfortable. You're not crowded. So just again, to talk about our investments that we're making in the North America market. And some more brand new news. We are bringing a brand new ship, building a brand new ship, the MSC World Atlantic, which will be the sister ship to the MSC World America. That will be sailing out of Port Canaveral come winter 27. And you guys can already book this on our TA portal, mscbook.com. So that's some big news. You heard it here first. We will be adding another ship to our North American fleet. This is great news. So for you guys, we don't print brochures any longer, but if you need like a trade flyer, you can scan this QR code and it'll take you to all of our brochures and flyers. If you do need something printed for a show, let me know. I can see what I can do. I could reach out to our warehouse, but I just wanted to make sure you guys have all of our product brochures.